All I want to do is talk to people. I don't know how to do that. You tell me that part, and then we'll do the rest, right? So now we're recording, right?
Yeah.
This is our behind the scenes.
That was a nice little snippet.
Behind the scenes.
All I want to do is talk to people.
All I want to do is talk to people. We'll have that as a reel coming up in the future. Yeah. All right. Okay. Are we ready? Ready to actually record?
I'm good to go.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. And we're live.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. We're here with Amber Bahr.
Woo.
Woo.
I am.
She is going to tell us how we can all have the most beautiful white teeth ever. Which I'm super excited about, because anyone that knows me as my friend or family member knows that I'm absolutely obsessed with all teeth whitening products. So this is going to be great. But first,
In the know in the 920.
little Tori.
So cute.
Yeah, she thinks she's quite the celeb. All right. So Amber,
Yes.
thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so company is called Glistening Glam
Yep. By Amber.
by Amber.
Yes.
Glistening Glam by Amber.
Yep.
Okay, I'm so excited about this. So tell us all about what you do, my dear.
So I am a certified teeth whitener.
We love that. Certified.
Certified. I am certified. I took a course and I got my certification. I basically have you come in. I can come to you or you come to me. And when I say I come to you, that would mean you have a party of some sort, and I can talk about that later. But and I bring you in, and you're in my chair for anywhere between like 45 minutes to like an hour 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I apply some whitening gel and get your teeth whitened.
I love that.
Yeah.
So where are you located, my dear?
So my permanent spot is actually just in the backyard here
I love that.
at Smoke Show Skin Company.
Smoke Show Skin Company.
And it's not just, you don't just have a tent set up.
Oh, no.
It's an actual building.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do that if
Right.
you ever needed me
She
to
can do
that.
whatever you
I
want.
am mobile. I can
Yes.
be mobile.
I love
Yeah,
that.
but no,
love that.
I have a spot there that I rent, and I have 2 chairs, and I can actually whiten 2 people at the same time. So
Bring in a friend.
if you guys want to bring a buddy, that's
Yeah.
it's a bring a buddy deal that I offer.
Oh my gosh.
And my light has like 2 things that come off,
Sure.
and so I can whiten 2 people at one
Oh
time.
my gosh, that's amazing.
Call that a tooth for one deal.
Yeah.
But he's like all day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
That's the only reason I'm here.
The
Yeah.
dad jokes. The dad jokes. He's not even a dad yet, but I can only imagine that they're going to get
Yeah,
more
you're practicing.
interesting when
Oh,
you
yeah.
are a father. Okay, so this is really, really cool. So tell us a little bit about like what got you interested in this. How did you get started?
So I've been a dental assistant for 16 years. I decided to go back to school when my kids both went off to school full time.
Yeah.
I actually signed up at the Tech to be in the dental hygiene program.
Okay.
And they back then had a 7-year wait list.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay.
What?
Well,
That's
guess
insane.
I'm not starting that anytime soon.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, the counselors there said, well, why don't you get in the dental assisting program and then you can stay on the waiting list and see what happens. Well, I got into the dental assisting program and I liked dental assisting so much that I decided I'm not going back for hygiene. So I've been a dental assistant around the Valley for 16 years. I still currently do work at a dental office in the Fox Valley. I'm a dental assistant there. I've been there for 9 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I really like it there. But I love all things teeth. And I love being part of a team that can help make people smile and get their confidence back.
Yeah.
And so this past like winter, I have some friends from TikTok that I met.
Yes.
Which I was telling you a little bit about. Yeah, I got
So she's a TikTok. Follow Amber on TikTok.
Yeah. I don't know about Instagram, but I know TikTok. But I have a friend from TikTok that I was talking with, and she does some teeth whitening on the side as like a side gig, and I was like, I want to do that. Like, I want to be able to help make people smile. So I looked into the laws in Wisconsin, and I spoke with the 2 doctors that I work for. I wanted to make sure that if I, started a business, didn't want to lose my regular job.
Right.
Because this is something, that I was just kind of looking to do as a side gig. And I got their, permission or kind of like their blessing to go about and do it. And so I just kind of I started it in my living room, actually.
I love it.
It's like my first month, I was like doing I was laying them back in zero gravity chairs, and I had the lights hooked up, and
that's awesome.
my husband and kids were like watching the Packer games and stuff, and I'm like whitening people's teeth and
That's
just
so
doing this.
great.
So I,
always love hearing how people get started,
Yeah.
though, because it does. It usually starts, again, my office started in my basement,
Right.
so.
Yeah. I had to get out of there, though, because I have 2 long-haired chihuahuas that they don't like people. They like me,
Right.
but they don't like
want
people.
everybody else
Yeah.
coming over.
So I started looking for kind of like a more permanent spot that I could go to. And I had used Lindy, who owns Smoke Show, to do my makeup.
Oh, yeah, I know
You
Lindy.
I know
Hello, Lindy.
Everybody knows
Yes,
Lindy.
yes.
Love her. I love her. But she had done my makeup in December for my husband's work Christmas party. I went to her and got my makeup done. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to Lindy and see if she has anything open. And sat down and talked with her, and we got things rolling. And now I am there. And I just, like I said, I do it as my side gig, I guess, if you want to say. And it just helps me to, pay for those extra things in life that I want to do, or go on vacation, or, like we were talking earlier,
Your daughter's
my
wedding.
daughter's getting married. So I got to start whitening all those teeth now.
All the teeth.
Yeah.
Get in line.
Yes, exactly.
I love that.
So,
oh my gosh, that's so cool. Started in your living room. Now we're in an actual spot.
Yes.
I love that. But you said you can also do mobile parties and things like you'll go to people.
Yes. So there's a couple different ways that we can do it. So I've gone to different boutiques.
Okay.
I've been to a boutique in Shawano, and I've been I had one set up down the road here at a boutique there, and then I've been out to Freedom. They were all about the teeth whitening and Freedom. At a place
Shout out to Freedom.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Freedom ladies and gentlemen, actually, gentlemen.
I love that.
But so I can my light is pretty easy to move.
Sure.
And I actually have one of my lights broke, so now I only have 3. But they're all very mobile, and I can just kind of set up, and I can do 2 people at one time, like I said, and I just kind of hop back and forth, applying the gel and having them rinse their teeth off in between sessions and stuff. But I also offer parties. So if you wanted to host a party, I have there's discounts and deals and stuff like that I have on my Facebook page. But if you're the host, you can actually earn free teeth whitening. So good for birthday parties or wedding parties.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like especially wedding, get the girls together beforehand and just whiten away.
Yeah. And I can, depending how many people you have, obviously, I mean, I can only do so many in a certain amount of time, but I don't have a problem taking one of my weekend days and going and hanging out. And the best part, and even if people want to just have a party with their friends, and everyone gets a discounted rate off of their whitening, and then the host would get it free.
I love that.
And you don't have to because you can't eat for 2 hours after you have your teeth whitened, you don't have to have a lot of refreshments.
Sure.
I mean, just some bottles of water.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
This
me
is
up
like
to an
my
IV.
dream.
Yeah,
No, this is my dream come true. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I used to be so I used to love, just side note, having people over, hosting parties. And as I've gotten older, I'm like, that's a lot of work.
It is. They are when you are remember Tupperware parties. Stuff.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
my mom would have a spread of food out there
For
her
sure.
guests, and
Yes,
I was
you'd
like,
have
yeah. So you
This
don't
is
have
great.
to worry
You just
about
get
that.
some bottles of water and
Yeah.
you're good to go.
Yeah.
Boom. I love that.
Yep. Yeah.
So, can I ask roughly how much what's the cost investment in something like this? Because I feel like a lot of people are going to want to know that.
Yeah. So my regular cost is $150.
Okay.
I do have a bring a buddy deal, so if you and your friend come together, then you both can whiten for $125 each. I do offer deals and stuff like that on my page, on my Facebook page. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm on Instagram too. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to work. I don't know what it is. I
I try. I know.
Yeah, and I was like,
I try.
I don't get it. I don't know why I can't figure it out. So I have an Instagram page, but I don't ever post on it. So Facebook is like,
Sure.
I know it's
Find
old
you there.
lady, 40, mid 40-year-old lady stuff, but that's where I am.
Right? Hey, it works for
Yeah,
us. It
yeah.
works for us. I feel like that's a really good price.
Yeah, and you're whitening, so, everyone's always like, well, how long does it last?
Yeah.
And each person is different because it's all dependent on your lifestyle and your diet. So,
Sure.
if you're somebody who drinks a lot of dark soda, red wine, if you're a coffee drinker, tea drinker, smoker, and there's not too many smokers nowadays, but if you smoke, things like that, those are the things that are going to kind of stain your teeth a lot faster than somebody who doesn't partake in those things.
Right.
So I am at my 7-month mark, and I've had a couple people return, but they've been very honest with me, and they're like, I drink Diet Coke every day. And
I was going to say, that's...
Yeah, so, yeah, I know. Yeah, so
I
that's
drink a lot of Diet Coke.
yeah, so typically, those people, I'm seeing them, around the 6-month mark is when they kind of come back and stuff
Sure.
like that. But, if you drink a lot of water and you don't partake in a lot of those things that cause stains really easy on your
Right.
teeth, you can probably get a good 8 months, I would say, out
Okay.
of it. So
That's
8
really
months
good.
to a year. Yeah, it's not too bad.
No,
So,
that's really good. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's so much easier. As we were kind of talking beforehand, I'm a little obsessed with every teeth whitening. I feel like I've tried a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I get excited about, whatever I see on the
Right,
internet,
right.
on
Right.
Facebook,
Yep.
oh my goodness, there's this new thing and it's going to be the best thing ever. Right. And then I buy it and then I use it a little bit, but then I usually just get, I don't know, either lazy or busy
Yeah,
or
forget about it.
Right,
Yeah, that's how
right.
I mean, so I work in a dental office. I look at teeth all day long,
Mm-hmm.
and we have different things that we can do in our office that we can purchase from our office for whitening and stuff like that. But I will do it at work for a couple days and then
Yeah.
I forget, and I'm like,
Yes.
oh man, and then in 2 weeks down the road, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot I was whitening.
Right.
So with my product, if you were to purchase something over the counter like the Crest whitening strips,
Yeah.
what I can do in one sitting, it would take you about 25 to 30 days of wear of those strips.
That's insane.
Yeah,
One
so-
sitting,
Yep.
$150
Yep.
versus 25 to 30 days
Right.
of doing all of the things. And I swear I spend almost that much on all these other.
Right.
I've spent a lot of money on teeth whitening products in the
Yeah.
past.
No, I get
Yeah.
you. Hey, I've been there. I was there too, and
I've done the thing where you plug in you plug it into your cell phone, the light and the
Yeah.
right, the whole little.
I mean that's kind of what I do. My light's just a little bit.
Sure.
I use a high intensity LED light, so it's the nice thing is that I can utilize that, and I use it with a so right I'll talk about it. I was like,
Okay.
do I talk about this or not? So
Yeah.
right now I use a 25% hydrogen peroxide gel.
Okay.
And and so it takes you 3 20-minute light sessions. So
Okay.
by the time I'll take before pictures, I'll find your shade with a shade guide.
Sure.
And then we do the light sessions, and then at the end we take more photos and
Sure.
figure out where your shade is, stuff
Yeah.
like that. I am actually starting tonight. I have a couple models coming in. I am testing out a new gel.
Oh.
So it is it's vamped up a little bit more. It's got a little bit more higher percentage of peroxide in it, hydrogen
Okay.
peroxide, and it is you do 3 10-minute sessions.
Okay.
So sometimes people get bored in my chair, and I think a lot of times it's when somebody brings a buddy and they didn't really tell the buddy, I have to do this for 3 20-minute sessions.
Right.
And so
Sure.
they're like, I didn't realize it took so long, and I wish I could speed it up. And I
Right.
can always, if someone gets super white after 2 sessions, you can always stop if you want and stuff. But
Right.
I just, if this gel works as great as
Yeah.
my other gel, because I really like my other gel,
Right.
then I might. I think I'm thinking of switching over to that.
Sure.
So it would be even quicker. So then you would really only have to be with me for probably about 45 minutes.
Well, I mean, but you're so fun.
Yeah, I know. I do. That's a lot of people are like, you're so easy to talk to. Like when
Yeah.
I'm sitting, and they're like, you have
Yeah, yeah.
retractors in
They're
your
like,
mouth. and
"Hey."
It's like playing the speak out game, basically. And especially when 2 friends are trying to talk to each other, I have to translate because
Right.
I know dental language.
Yes,
so.
exactly. Yeah, you're like,
But,
I
yeah.
understand. I
Yeah.
got this.
They're all trying to talk and whatnot. But
That is so
okay.
cool.
You're used to that whole thing how was your weekend? Shove my
Yeah,
hand in
I
there
know.
quick.
People are always like, why when I go to the dentist, like, why do they ask me questions? I'm like, because we're bored otherwise.
Right. You're like,
You know?
well, we want to like actually hear someone communicate during the day. So is this like a nationwide type of a product? Is this something that, I know you said you got certified, and obviously you've worked in a dental office for like a million years, so you know your stuff.
Right.
But is this something that anybody can get their hands on or no?
The gel that I purchased, you have to, through the company that I was purchasing through, you have to take their certification.
Okay.
So so some of the other states around the country have rules about who can apply it. So some states are like, nope, it has to be in a dental office under the discretion of a dentist, stuff like that. And then there's some states that don't have any laws against that. And right now, Wisconsin, they don't.
Sure.
You don't have to be registered to be a dental assistant or anything in Wisconsin either.
Sure.
They do all on-the-job type training. So, which is fine because I think, while I learned a ton in dental assisting school and there's a lot to learn about it,
right?
It's hands-on is really truthfully what it is. But so in our state, we're good. And with the higher percentage of the peroxide gel and stuff like that, they do recommend. I mean, I'm sure you can probably buy something because you can buy everything on Amazon, but you just have to be careful because there are certain steps that I take beforehand. Because otherwise your teeth will be sensitive. You can cause tissue burns with the high percentage of peroxide. So, like I start off with a remineralization gel that has desensitizer in it, and I let that sit on for probably like 5 minutes if you're not a normal sensitive person, but like 8 to 10. If somebody comes in and says, yeah, like if I bite into a popsicle, my teeth are like sensitive, well then I know to leave that gel on there for a little bit longer.
Sure.
And then I always apply a barrier like on your gum tissue. I like scalp the teeth.
So you know your stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll tell you, one time, I think I told you it was probably about a year ago, I had it professionally done, and I started getting one of those burns.
Yeah.
Like it happened
on your tissue
quickly. Yeah. Like I was like, and they told me, they're like, if you start to feel anything, but I can attest to the fact that can happen quickly.
Oh, yeah.
And
definitely.
it hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, it did not feel good.
It burns.
Yeah.
You can I put vitamin E oil on it if that happens. I mean, I have pretty good, I feel like I got a good stroke and I try to like avoid the gums as much as I can.
Sure.
But when you're using hydrogen peroxide in high percentages like that, it can irritate the tissue. So, I mean, that can be a normal side effect as well. So,
but it's nice to go to somebody that knows what they're doing.
Right. Yeah.
Versus like me just trying to slap
Yeah.
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 And I also liked what you were telling me earlier because I was telling you about how I have like, what did you call it? Like composite, right?
Composite resin.
On a couple of my teeth from having braces for 350 years
Yeah.
when I was a kid. And it kind of wore away at a few of my teeth, so I have that. So now what I've learned is that a lot of these whitening products don't do a whole lot for me.
Right.
Or I feel like they don't do a whole lot because those teeth really don't move.
Right.
So I feel like you said you have some sort of a little workaround for that.
Yeah. So if somebody comes in, so actually my front tooth is a crown. This one.
Okay.
My best friend in 4th grade tripped me in.
Uh-oh.
He had to get a root canal, and so now I have a crown. So now I and so anyone that has like a crown on your front teeth, or like you said, you have the composite resin fillings on your front teeth, those I always tell everyone they are never going to be as white as the day you had them done. Like they will never be as white as that. They don't go whiter than that unless you go in and have them redone. But you can, because the peroxide has agents in it, it can lift the stain off of those.
Okay.
So I've had people come in, and I use my aunt as an example a lot because she's got crowns all up on the upper, and some of her other teeth were darkening compared to what those were looking like. And so I was able to get all of her teeth to blend in the same color because it was able to lift the stains off of those teeth and stuff like that.
Sure.
I also have had clients come in that have heard about me that they have to get some fillings on their front teeth, and so they want to whiten their teeth before they go to the dentist so that when they go to the dentist, they're white, and then the dentist can, fill their teeth to match
it
and
with
then
that.
they just keep coming back, kind of like a maintenance.
Wish I would have known that back when they did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and mine happen to be my 2 front teeth that are the ones that are filled in. So again, it's like anytime I feel like I get anything done, I'm like, I feel like your front teeth are the ones that you see the most, right? And so I'm like, didn't really do all that much.
Yeah.
Wish somebody would have told me that.
Yeah.
I needed to have known this a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I feel like you probably have some really good success stories then, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I've had, so our products, they say that you're guaranteed to go 5 to 20 shades lighter.
That's
in
amazing.
one sitting. My highest, I'm pretty sure, I used to keep it in my, I had it like written down, I'm pretty sure it was 12, was like, which is like a crazy amount.
Yeah.
It was like 12 or 13, but that client was a little bit on the darker side of my shade guide. And so it brought them down to like the middle of my shade guide, which is kind of typically where the majority of my clients are when they come in. And then they came back like 2 or 2.5 months later, and I was able to whiten again.
Yeah.
And because they were heavy coffee drinkers, they did darken up a little bit, but they did not get anywhere close to what they were the first time they came in. And so then I was able to get them light enough. I think they were like the 3rd or 4th from the brightest on my shade guide.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
I want Ross from Friends teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know, I want like I just want to smile and it like dings.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That is so
Those are probably
cool.
called veneers.
Yeah, you're like, listen, Callie,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a way to do that, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not gonna be.
Yeah.
But your teeth are gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Yours are
Yep.
super
I mean,
white.
I
For
work.
those of you that are listening and not watching,
Yeah.
Amber's teeth are
Do you want to know what's the funniest thing?
stunning.
I always look, I'm like, oh, I wish they were whiter. But that's because I look at teeth all day.
That's what you do.
I
I
go to
know.
work and I look at teeth. And
Right.
then on the days I leave work and then I go whiten people's teeth and then I
Right.
look at teeth.
Right.
So, I see like people that like one of my best friends I work with her, and her teeth are the most gorgeous teeth. And she came and she had whitening done, and I was like, I don't think we're gonna get you any whiter than what you are. But
Sure.
she was a guinea pig for me and wanted to be one of my models. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, but so her teeth are beautiful. But yeah, I actually am in braces right now. I don't have it in because it gives me a lisp, but I do invisible braces
Okay.
on my
Yeah,
upper.
yeah, yeah.
But that's my 3rd time. So
Sure.
where are your retainers?
Yeah.
Where are
Listen,
your
children.
retainers? Yes.
My son is going to be in
Oh, yeah.
braces in the near future. And
yeah.
yep, I remember those days. Like,
yeah.
where's the retainer? Oops, threw the retainer away with lunch. Get
yeah.
the janitor to go.
Yeah.
My mom's going to kill me. Can you help me find
Yeah.
my retainer?
You don't wear it for like 3 nights in a row, and all of a sudden it doesn't fit anymore.
Yeah.
I know.
Or you put it on and your teeth are like, oh my gosh.
Isn't it crazy?
It is. It's crazy how fat teeth have crazy memory, and they can go right back before you know it.
That's
So,
insane.
But yeah.
Speaking of, this is a completely different, but I want to know if you've heard of this. So I've been really into, I watch a lot of reality
Yeah.
TV.
Oh no, hey, that's
I've
me.
been watching a lot of, I watched the DCC, the Dallas Cowboys,
yeah,
the most recent one.
Yeah.
And so then I went back in time and now I'm watching like all of the old seasons and it's
yeah.
just really fun. It's called Making the Team.
Yep.
But the latest season, there's a girl that's getting braces and she gets them on the like underneath side of her teeth.
Yeah, on the
so like no one
lingual
can
side. Yeah.
You can do that?
Yeah. So you can.
So interesting.
I'm trying to think if I ever saw anybody. I went a long time ago, probably 15 years ago, at an office that I worked at. We actually went out to Colorado.
Yeah.
For I wasn't really a convention. I don't know. We went out there and learned things about. 'Cause
Sure.
We did ortho in that office.
Yeah.
And that dentist was kind of known for doing that, and I was
Sure.
like, that's so weird. Like, to me, that would be so weird. Like when you
Right.
bite your teeth together.
Yeah, that would. I feel like it would feel weird.
Yeah, and I was like, how do the lower teeth? I mean, they must
Yeah.
really be up there 'cause if your lower
Right.
teeth, otherwise would like hit them all the brackets all the time.
Exactly.
But
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the permanent retainer.
oh yeah,
you do?
Yeah. I had to get it taken off on the bottom row because, like I played trombone in band, and like every time I would move my tongue, I would like sometimes just cut it.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
There. But I still have it on the top row. And
It's so funny though the
annoying
things that
sometimes.
they can do and like
Oh,
how
yeah.
far it's come. Because I know when I took Jay in to get his everything looked at and X-rays and all the things, I had mentioned that I was in this same office 100 years ago, and I had braces for 7
Oh my god.
years, and they were like, well, that will never happen now.
Yeah, yeah.
But a big part of the reason I had them for so long was because none of my side teeth wanted to fall out.
Oh,
They're all impacted, embedded.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, impacted,
So finally they had to like pull them all
Oh,
out. Then they put braces because my jaw apparently, allegedly, my mouth is really small, even though I'm loud.
Yeah.
I'm always told it's really small. So they had to put braces on the front, and then I just had like cute little wires. It's really cute. Running to the back teeth for the longest time until these other teeth finally grew in. So that was probably like a 2-3 year ordeal right there. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. I don't see kids too much in that. Sometimes there's still kids that, like my daughter, she had to be 2-phase ortho.
Sure.
So she had a really bad crossbite, so they had her start ortho. I think she was like maybe 9 or something, or 7, maybe 7 or 8 or 9.
Yeah.
When we did her first thing, then they corrected her crossbite. Then they took them off, let the other adult teeth kind of. But she also had to have 7 teeth taken out because like the baby teeth just weren't falling out.
They just weren't coming.
And then once those other teeth came down, then they put braces on her and she did it that way. But we see that a little bit, but it's not too often that you see kids that are in it.
Sure. Speaking of kids, though, is there a product or or what do you recommend for kids? And, if you're looking at your child and you're like, I feel like their teeth could be a little bit whiter.
Yeah. So, my daughter has been on me forever. She is a girly girl, and she's always, so she's like, what can I use? I just, as she got into like when she was like 10, 11, 12 years old, I just had her start using like a regular Crest type, whitening toothpaste.
Sure.
At my company, I can start whitening at 14.
Okay.
I like to try to stick with 16 and older just because that makes me feel a little bit better. And I know that like teeth are usually kind of in and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Nothing's,
settled.
Nothing's going.
Yeah.
But I've had a couple clients that went and had their braces taken off actually.
Sure.
And so they wanted to come in and kind of just whiten and get everything blended. And so I have done that as long as, obviously they have to be a parent with them and sign the consent and stuff like that. But other than that, for like younger kids, I always say just wait because things change so much as they're growing. And it's weird sometimes, man. You get kids that come in and they're like 10, 11, 12 years old and you just look in there and you're like, wow, there's a lot going on in there, So I feel, in my personal opinion, it's best to just wait until they're a little bit older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is just so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact you're right here in Kimberly, Glistening Glam by Amber. Yeah. Okay, so tell us a little bit about like what are some of your whys? Like, why did you decide to start this? I mean, obviously, we all want extra money, and it's right in line with what you do.
Right.
But what else were you thinking of when you started it?
So when I have 2 children. I have my son. He'll be 24 in December, and then I have a daughter that just turned 22,
Which you do not look old enough at all to have kids that age.
Thank you. I get that a lot. People are like, "Are those your stepchildren?" Nope, I birthed them.
I have
Actually,
them.
they're nanny.
I was there.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, "Oh, your sister is like." Thank you.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
Yeah, like, all right.
I'll take it.
Yeah. But so when so my son, he has autism and he lives with us and he will live with us probably until we can't take care of him, and he calls us his roommates.
I love that.
My mom and dad are my roommates. I'm like, oh, okay, great, thank you. But he kind of doesn't want to hang out with me anymore. I was like, what do you mean you don't want to hang out with me anymore?
Right.
So he's kind of doing his own thing, and he likes to game with his cousins and stuff like that. So he doesn't want to go places with me. And then my daughter left to college, so I was like,
they all just
what am I going to do with my life,
Right.
And so that was kind of one of my things is, and my husband races a dirt race car, so that takes up all of his time. So nobody had time for me anymore, and it made me so sad. No, I'm just kidding. I have a lot of friends, and they keep me busy.
Yeah, but no, I get it. I totally get that. I already am thinking of like, what will I do when they go away?
Yeah, my daughter did all-star cheerleading for 9 years.
Right, yes.
9 years, and it was like our life.
That is.
We drove her.
Oh, I know.
It's crazy. Oh yeah.
Tori does a lot of dance, but it's competitions and you're
going everywhere. And that was our life for 9 years. And she went off to college and did some cheer in college. And so, but it was like COVID time, so like we couldn't really go to a lot of it. And so once that ended, I was like, what do I do with my life?
What do I do now?
And then, so then I started, once I kind of looked into this, that was kind of my why, was to keep myself busy.
Sure.
Make some extra money, go on vacations. And,
right.
Now that's kind of switching over to a wedding. We've been learning those aren't cheap.
Congratulations, Aubrey.
We're
That's
super
so
excited
exciting.
for her and
That's
her.
so fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for her. But, I'm sure I'll be doing her wedding party.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
she's
Absolutely.
always, but yeah. So I just needed something to keep busy and
Yeah.
get out of my husband's hair. I try to help in the shop with him. In our shop, the garage
Yep.
actually is what it is, the shop. And but I felt kind of was just getting in the way, I think. And so he was kind of looking at me like, you need to find something else to do, and when it's find something to do, not go shopping. So
You're like, well, what's wrong with
I
that?
know, that's what I said. So that's why I just kind of started this
I
and
love that.
decided that
That's
I'm going to do
awesome.
this to kill my time. And, I have a goal that I set for myself and of how many people I would like to try to whiten in a month.
Sure.
And that to me makes me feel happy. And
That's awesome.
lets me meet new people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, but it's been going good. I quadrupled my goal in June.
Good job. That's
yeah,
amazing.
it's pretty cool. I have a lot of clients that come in and they're just kind of like, I didn't know that there was a service like this that could be. And I've had some people that apparently I'm on Google.
I love
Who knew
it.
that? I didn't know I was on Google. She says,
job.
I found you on Google. I was
That's when you know you're
yeah,
getting
yeah.
there.
So she said that she'd been driving down to Brookfield to have it done like every couple
gosh.
months. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah. So she's like, I'm going to tell all my friends. I'm like, okay.
I was going to
sounds
say,
good.
I really do feel like this is great because I don't, again, as someone that's
Yeah.
purchased a lot of whitening products in my
yeah.
life, I'm either buying stuff online that I have to do myself or going the full route of the whole big dental treatment, which
Right.
is honestly, it was very, very expensive.
It is expensive. And
Yes.
a lot of people ask me, like, why is it so expensive to do this in a dental office? And I think the biggest thing I can say is, a dental chair to take up, because it's kind of a lengthier process when you do it.
Sure.
They have to charge, quite a bit of money,
make money.
to be able to make
Right.
their money to be utilizing a chair for
Exactly.
them to not be in there, because usually the dentist doesn't do it. It's an assistant who applies it and stuff like
Sure.
that. And so I know, that's why I think a lot of dentists don't offer it, because
Sure.
it takes up a chair and a lot of time, and they can't utilize it. So
Sure.
it's just nice to be able. I feel like the price point in our area. I've asked people, how do you feel about the price point?
I
Do I
think
need
it's
to adjust
great.
it? Do I not? And I've had a lot of great feedback from it.
Yeah, I was
So,
going to say, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sign
run-
me up.
and I run
You have a
deals like
client and me. Seriously, I'm doing it.
Perfect.
I'm doing it, and then we'll do like a follow up of like when I get those Ross
yeah,
from Friends
yeah,
teeth.
yeah.
We're gonna be like, Kelly, whoa!
Yeah, yeah.
You'll have a line like out the door. It'll
Yeah,
be great.
yeah.
No,
Causing
that's.
car accidents because you're just
Yeah,
blinding
they're the
drivers.
Bling, bling. Yeah, glistening.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Yeah,
well, that's
so
so cool. That's so
yeah.
fun. It's like it's great that you were able again find something that's like within your line of work, making you extra money, but also making you happy and giving you something new to do now that the kids are older.
I know, it's weird. I'm just waiting. Now, we'll see what happens when I have grandkids, which is like wild to think.
I
but-
know, isn't that crazy?
It's
though?
crazy, And I said to my husband, everyone always asks me, "Are you gonna quit your full-time job?"
Mm-hmm.
And part of my deal was that I told my dentist that I wouldn't leave my job if I did this, just because I really, really like where I work.
sure
I
they
the
love
people I
you,
work with,
yeah.
and I've worked with my dentist. When you work with a dentist, you know everything about each other's lives, really, because we just talk, as we're working, and the patients is like,
Yeah.
sitting there and we're chatting away.
Exactly.
So, I have a really great relationship with them. We're roughly just, 2 years apart in age. And so kind of our plan is to retire together. That's what
Yeah.
we talk about all the time, like retire together. So when I have grandkids, I am hoping to be able to try to help out and do some daycare, because that was
Yeah.
what my parents and my in-laws did for us.
so
And that
great.
helps out a lot. And so I'm hoping that, this can help to allow me to do that too, where this can kind of be my side gig to
Yeah.
be able to do part-time. at my
That's so
job.
nice. I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal. So,
It's so funny that you say that too, because just yesterday I met with some clients that were like, their kids both are in school full time this year,
Mm-hmm.
and they were talking about how relieved they were to finally that cost of daycare. It's
yeah,
just
oh my
listen.
gosh.
I'm not saying it's not. It's totally worth it. They're your children.
Right.
You're putting their lives in someone else's hand. I'm not saying it's not worth, but it's very, very expensive.
It is. It
Well,
is.
it's like, what else would you do with them?
just leave
Well,
them
right, yeah,
out.
you don't really get, there's not really a choice. It's either you have
Yeah,
someone
right.
amazing that can, like you, that can help you out in your life, or you don't,
Yeah.
and then you pay for daycare.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, that is what it is.
Right?
I
I mean-
was very fortunate enough that I had 2 younger sisters that helped me out with babysitting with them.
Sure.
They both have their own in-home daycare. So I was fortunate enough to have them. And, yeah, I did pay them. But sometimes nowadays I cannot even imagine. Like, sometimes it's like,
there's a lot of
do
people
they
that
work?
right.
Right.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. So
Yep.
if I can be able to help, her out,
Aw.
I would love to do that.
I love
And I
that.
think I'm gonna be awesome.
I think you will be too.
So,
I think you'll be too.
yeah.
I mean, listen, again, mine are only in 4th and 6th grade. I got
Yeah.
time, but I'm telling you, because I know we're the same age.
Yeah.
There's already moments where I'm like, I can see where this grandma thing,
yeah.
where grandmas get excited about it.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I can
Yeah.
see where it would be pretty fun and
Yeah.
pretty cool because just having that little baby again. And the coolest part is that you have that little baby, but then you get to give it back.
I know. Yeah, that's how I was like. I'm
it
like,
poops.
Yes.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yes,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
excited,
So
but-
Glistening Glam
Yep.
by Amber.
Yep.
Best way to find you would either be on your Facebook page.
Facebook, yeah, or
right?
or text message me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna offer a special.
Oh, I love
Yes,
it.
for
Please.
your listeners. So
yes.
yes. So I am
Love
going
it.
to offer. If you let me know, the best way is probably to text me.
Okay.
My telephone number. It's 920-850-6591.
Okay.
Or message me on Facebook,
Okay.
so that I know that this is how you heard about it.
Sure.
But I'm going to offer it would be $125 for your session, and if you bring a buddy, you'd each get to do it for $100.
Ooh.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
that.
so I will offer that
Okay,
from
so
now
text
to the end of the year.
Amber or Facebook message her. Mention that you heard it through us.
Yep.
Get yourself a deal.
Yep.
Can you give us your number one more time?
Sure. It's 920-850-6591.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm going to do this.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be
Because-
excited to have you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
thank you because I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Come over to Smoke Show. I love it there. There's so many different things. Have you ever been there?
No, now I'm
my-
thinking
you
like,
need to
yeah,
come
I
in
got
there.
to
It
get in there and
smells-
try it out.
It is so great there. There's girls in there that do everything. There's girls who do lashes, and they
Sure.
do eyebrow waxing, and they do like permanent tattooing.
Yeah.
Like, it's a one-stop shop. You can get your
That's
teeth
so cool.
whitened. Like, it's
Just
pretty
get in there and
awesome.
get it all done.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that.
definitely.
I love
yeah.
that. Nick, you're going to be there tomorrow,
Yeah, come
aren't
on.
you?
Oh, we do men.
Ah!
We do. I've had men
Oh,
come.
man.
for
I'm
sure.
working tomorrow.
Do you know what though? Honestly, I think that listen, I think men can also have great teeth.
Oh, yeah,
And there is
definitely.
nothing wrong with a guy going and getting his
Oh, no.
teeth whitened. In fact, I encourage it.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I've had over a handful of men come. Usually their wives make them do it, kind of like me
Sure.
when I made my husband.
Right.
My husband had an incident in December and ended up he passed out and ended up breaking a front tooth.
Ooh.
And when we ordered his crown, I ordered it on purpose a shade lighter so that I
There you
can
go.
do whitening. And now he has to keep up with the whitening.
I like that.
To make his crown match
That's
the rest of his
smart.
teeth. So,
That's good.
yeah, but
Yep.
yeah, so come on in, Nick.
Yeah.
I like it when I get them because then I like to be like, surprise, look what we can do.
Yeah, I'm all about just, men, take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
Go get your teeth done. Go to the nail salon. Get a pedicure
Yeah.
for the love,
Yeah, see
Keep
the
up with these.
proctologist.
yeah.
Keep up with these things.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
thank you again so
Yeah,
much.
no, thanks for having me.
I can't wait. Let's follow up of course I'm going to come in to see you.
Sure.
But also I feel like a year from now you're just going to be like blowing up.
I mean, I hope so. Like I said, I do want to keep my regular job, which
Yeah.
is sometimes that gets to be a little bit. I work from I get to work at 7, and then I work until 4:15.
Sure.
And then I come here and I start whitening. I'm here 5:30 to 9 sometimes.
Oh,
I'm like,
geez.
that's a long day.
Yeah, you're
But
like-
you know what? It's okay because it keeps me busy. So if I'm not sitting there.
Keeps you busy.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're not shopping.
I'm not shopping, which is
You're making money. not
everybody
spending it.
everyone that knows me knows that I like to shop.
Me too.
That's why I'm having
Especially
a
when
big
I get
rummage
bored.
sale.
Yes.
yeah. And then online, you're like, oh, look at these
I
things
know,
I can buy. And I'm
right?
just like,
Yes. This will make me happy.
yes. So,
Oh Lord, I know. I'm the worst. Well, thank you again so
yeah,
much.
Yeah, you are welcome. Thanks
Nick-
for having me.
Of course, thank you. Nick, should we talk about some weekend events?
Yeah,
Where's
sure.
your copy today? You didn't get one?
I don't know.
Evelyn, the
Somebody's
intern's gone.
slacking.
Oh,
Evelyn, our intern. We had a summer intern, Evelyn.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
gone. Now we're only getting one copy.
Yeah, rest in peace, Evelyn.
I mean, she's still.
She's moved on
still
from this
with-
plane.
She's still with us.
Yeah.
She went back to school. All right. Well, I guess I'll just talk about them today then.
Okay.
Okay. So in the know in the 920 events for this weekend, which is already September 6th through the 8th.
Crazy.
I know. Okay. Official Titletown watch party. Oh, Packer game.
Yeah, Packers start.
Yeah,
That's
here we
crazy.
go.
Yeah.
Friday, September
Friday.
6th. Which, by the way, what is this whole... I don't understand. Why do we go to Brazil? I don't get it.
Because they're
Oh, Nick's like, listen, I can contribute to this.
yeah. Well, because the NFL has slowly been trying to reach out to, other countries where, football might actually catch on.
Okay.
And where we could potentially have, viewership and a market share there and stuff.
Okay.
And they finally thought that South America was worth looking into, and
So,
Brazil's a good way to crack that nut.
Okay.
So,
is it true that they can't wear green?
That's
still?
what I heard,
like,
too.
I heard that. I
Yeah.
was like, both teams
So-
are green.
Yeah.
in the neighborhood where that stadium is, green is like the gang color.
Ooh,
So, yeah, you don't wear green unless you mean business.
and both teams are green.
Oh.
That's a funny, right? It's the Eagles,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what we were talking about, too. I'm
Silly.
like...
Two greenest teams.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
all right.
Well, okay, so Titletown, though, and you know what? We went to Titletown recently, and it's just so cute and fun there. Restaurants are cute there, and the whole little, like the little games they have, I don't know, shuffleboard outside. Oh, and they have, okay, my kids they have this little, 40-yard dash, little running thing, and it records your time as you run. So they do it against each other, and so they want to beat each other, but they also want to get the fastest
right.
time and all the things. They love it. So there's just a whole bunch of fun stuff going on there.
I've never been up there.
It's
I-
really,
call me
really
crazy.
cute.
I don't know how, but-
highly,
Good times.
highly recommend. And obviously this winter, we'll do the ski
the hill.
hill.
Yeah, the
Or
hill.
not ski, sled.
Sledding hill,
Sled. That'd be an interesting ski hill.
Yeah, it'd be fast.
Sledding hill. Yeah, sledding
done.
hill.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Wait, that's my kind of skiing. Actually,
Me
that would
too,
be my
right?
kind
I'd
of
be like,
skiing.
okay,
Yeah.
now put me in the little ski chalet with my
Yeah.
hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, so Titletown is hosting a free official watch party as Green Bay faces Philadelphia in Brazil. And as we know, no one will be wearing green, apparently, in Brazil. Grab your fellow cheeseheads and experience the ultimate game day atmosphere right in the shadows of Lambeau Field. They're going to have live music, giveaways, photo ops, food and drink, chances to win autographed items, and meet Packer alumni.
Oh, fun.
That starts at 6 o'clock on Friday. Titletown.
Cool.
Can't miss it. Okay. Whoa. This is interesting. Plasma cut pumpkins.
Oh.
I always love this because we hear about the most interesting things.
Yeah.
So Saturday, September 7th at 3 o'clock, Rustic Rescue, which is 116 East Main Street in Little Chute.
Okay.
Just in time for fall, join us to create 2 metal pumpkins, ghosts, skulls, bats, and a stack of pumpkins. Oh, we already said that. Well, there's going to be a lot of pumpkins, apparently.
Okay.
To incorporate into your fall decor. Each person will receive a piece of metal. Oh, see, this is where I would go wrong.
Oh, sure.
You get a piece. They're like, here you go. And I'm like, great. I don't have a crafty bone in my body. You'll be using it. Oh, Lord. See, here we go. You'll be using a handheld plasma cutter. Oh, boy.
Nice.
Weld stakes so that your pumpkins can be poked right into the ground.
Oh.
Be creative and design your own jack-o'-lantern faces or use our patterns.
Okay.
Oh.
Listen, I think that'd be really great. Not for me because I am not good at those things.
I like that they have patterns to make it a little bit
Yeah.
A little
more
bit easier.
kid-friendly.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
$89 for this.
Cool.
Okay, Rustic Rescue on Saturday. Next, yoga between the pages. Saturday, September 7th at 9:15 a.m. at the Little Chute Public Library. So it says, join us for an hour of yoga in the library, led by local instructor Kimberly Camps. This is for adults, by the way. Free to attend with registration required. Do not need to attend all sessions. So there's several sessions. You can register by emailing Kimberly at nowyogaandwellness@gmail.com. That's NOW yoga and wellness@gmail.com. Yoga between the pages will be from 9:15 to 10:15, Saturday, September 7th, 28th, October 16th, and November 9th.
Lots of yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All kinds of yoga.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, Fox's Color Fun Run Walk. Sunday, September 8th, 12:30 to 4. The race is at 2. This is at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Join us for a color fun run walk in the meadows of Fox Valley Lutheran High School. So they have to say run walk because there's people like me that
Don't run.
I'll be walking.
Yeah.
Open to individuals, teens, and families of all ages. Be prepared to be splashed in color throughout the course.
Oh.
Fun. That's where the fun comes in. Adults are $30. Students ages 5 to 19 are $20. And 4 and under is free. You get a T-shirt. If you've registered, we're a little past the registration date for the T-shirt. Sorry, but you can still, apparently registration is still available. So you may still get a T-shirt if available. Family friendly, 3K or shorter 1 mile option.
Oh, that's
Bring
my
the whole
kind
family.
That's
right?
my kind of thing.
Me too. Check-in begins at 12:30. Concessions with snack and meal items available from 12:30 to 4. There'll be a live DJ from 1 to 4. The race is at 2 o'clock. And this is nice. 10% of race proceeds will be donated to Wisconsin Extreme Dream Team, a group that offers cheer team experiences to those with special needs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. We used to have a
Yes.
special needs cheer team at our gym that my son was kind of like the person why they kind of started it. He
Yeah.
was like, I want to be in a cheer team.
That's
and so they
awesome.
had that. And so that's super
I love
cool.
that.
Yeah, I need to look that up.
Yeah, so this is happening again on Sunday at Fox Valley Lutheran.
Awesome.
Very cool. And then last, Jammin' Brunch Buffet. Now, this is up my alley. Okay, Sunday, September 8th at 8 a.m. Ooh, well, it's a little early, but, you
Yeah,
know.
right up your alley, Cal.
I'll be there. 3860 West Wisconsin Ave in Appleton. Join us again for our popular Jammin' Brunch Buffet at the Food Emporium. We'll have a huge variety of brunch items and, of course, an impressive dessert table. This is buffet, 8 a.m. till 3 p.m. Plenty of time.
Okay.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Live music. Starting at 11:30 a.m. Live music. Adults 16 and over, $24.95.
Okay.
Under 15, $12.95. Under 4, eat free. And guess what? You can also get bottomless mimosas if you choose for $19.95.
Wouldn't it all just spill out on your lap then?
Bottom.
Finally.
Lord, here we go again. He'll be here all week, folks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I just think it's going to be a great weekend. Those are some fun things going on.
It's supposed to be nice out, I think.
It's
too,
supposed to be
so,
nice
yeah.
out. Yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah.
And go pack,
Yeah,
right?
go
And
pack,
go
go.
here in Kimberly, go Paper Makers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got their first, well, no, it's not their first. I lied. They've already had one game, but it's
Yeah.
their first home game, I
Oh,
believe.
yeah.
It's Thursday.
Oh,
It's
that's
Thursday.
exciting.
There's
My kids are alumni of Kimberly, so
Yep.
it is always exciting.
Me too. Go Paper Makers.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's this Thursday.
And it makes traffic terrible.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I'm
Nick
sure. Yeah,
lives-
over here.
Nick
Do you
lives
live by
right there.
Oh,
yeah.
Across the street.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is great for when we want to park
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
and go to the game. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Why
Thank
aren't
you,
you
Nick.
selling space?
Thank you, Nick. For yeah, right.
About it.
Like a Packer
That'd be
game.
amazing. That'd be amazing. All right. Well, thank you again, Amber.
Thank you.
Everybody, check out Glistening Glam by Amber. Everybody, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. To contact the Kelly Davies Homes team for all of your buying and selling needs, call 920-791-9047. Find us on Facebook at the Kelly Davies Homes team or go to kellydavieshomes.com.